Hey guys, it's Roxanne West from Bonjour Bliss blog, and today I'm sharing with you one of my hacks to habits using Almond Dream. So I make a very family-friendly chia pudding, and you actually don't need to let this one sit in the fridge overnight. You can have it right away, which is super handy when you're living life on the go or you have a busy household full of kids that are very hungry and always wanting a snack. What I love about this hack is since we don't actually drink dairy, this is a great alternative, the Almond Dream. It's a great price point and it's a very good product. So this is something I promise you that if your kids like banana, they're going to like this. You have a nice natural sweetener in there. I add no additional sweeteners and it's very simple. The ingredients that you need, you can count them all on one hand. We have Almond Dream, chia seeds, Himalayan sea salt, organic cinnamon, and banana. And then you have your choice of toppings. I've got unsweetened coconut flakes, vanilla and sunflower seed granola, also unsweetened, and hemp hearts, full of protein. So a lot of people get confused thinking that if they aren't having an actual cow dairy, they're not getting the calcium that they need. But one thing a lot of people don't know is that when you look at the nutrition facts on an Almond Dream carton, you'll see here that you have 35 milligrams of potassium, you have tons of vitamin A, vitamin C, and there's actually 30% calcium in 1 cup of this Almond Dream, which is great for a mom knowing that I'm making sure my kids have enough calcium. So I am going to start with my chia seeds. Right here I have a ½ cup measuring spoon and I have it almost filled to the top. And I'm going to do 1, and I'm going to fill it up again. So I'm going to do 3/4 of a cup of chia seeds. So what I'm going to do is put in 2½ cups of this Almond Dream drink. Try to do this without making too big of a mess. And now I'm going to put just like a pinch of Himalayan sea salt. Normally I would just use my hands, but I'm gonna use a pretty gold spoon today. And then we do a little dash of cinnamon. This is 1/4 teaspoon, so I'm not gonna use the whole thing. Just a little bit like that. Next up, 1 banana. Make sure you get one that is super ripe because you want it to be nice and sweet. Literally, just toss it in there. So I use my Vitamix to blend this. So I'm actually gonna put this on the smoothie selection of this Vitamix. And just push start. So that did about 45 seconds. I didn't have to push a button. I could have walked away, but you know that the smoothie setting on this Vitamix will take care of everything. All right, so we will pop off the lid like so. Line up your mason jars. I like to use these little ones because it's fun for the kids, or Craig could take one in his lunch. Sometimes I'll use the larger ones and you can do like a fun layering, whether you wanted to do the chia pudding and some jam and some peanut butter and then a granola on top. But what's great is you didn't have to wait for this to expand overnight. It's something you can enjoy right away. After you're done pouring them into mason jars, I would recommend washing your Vitamix right away. These guys are super easy to clean. You just have to clean them right away. That's the trick. So I just go like this to let them set. Okay, so now we are gonna get going with our toppings. If you're not concerned about how much banana you already put in the chia pudding, you could add slices of bananas or strawberries right about now. But what I'm going to do is actually sprinkle some granola in here. And if you're going to be eating it within the first hour, I would even suggest maybe throwing in an avocado in there too. There we go. Next up, I am going to add our hemp hearts. So I'm just gonna do ½ teaspoon of these guys. Just sprinkle them like that on top, like that. So next up, I'm going to grab my unsweetened coconut flakes. Now, if you were serving these at a party, I would suggest going all the way to the top so that the coconut flakes are really pouring out of this chia pudding, almost like the foam on a really good latte. Alrighty, so next up, we're actually gonna put some lids on these because I'm going to give them to the kids when they get home soon. And I'm gonna try this one out for myself. So good. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this Hacks to Habit video I made using Almond Dream. It's a great source of calcium, guys, and it's lactose and dairy free, which I love, and it's gluten free too. If you're not into almond, we also have a Cashew Dream that we've done a latte recipe with that you guys could try that as well. So this Cashew Dream beverage is actually made with whole cashews, it's gluten-free, and it's lactose and dairy-free too. So it's a great option for our family. So a lot of the times Craig and I are craving a latte at the end of a long day or after a heavy dinner, and we want to drink a latte but we don't want the caffeine, which is why I've created this Hack to Habit using the Cashew Dream beverage and a caffeine-free peppermint tea by Celestial. So I add 1 tea bag in each of the cups, and now I'm going to pour over some boiling water. So I've let my water boil, and then I also let it cool for about 5 minutes sitting on the stove. So as you can see, I've filled our cups about 3/4 of the way full, and now I'm going to froth my Cashew Dream beverage. Give it a little shake first. I fill up my frother. Now sometimes if you want, you could add a little bit of honey or maple syrup. Right now we're not gonna add anything, and we're just gonna let the flavors from the Cashew Dream beverage and the Celestial peppermint tea really come through in this drink. So I'm gonna turn on the frother. So next up, you're gonna wanna grab a dish and a spoon so you can take out these tea bags. Careful, it will be hot. These ones are special cups for warm drinks, so you can touch them. And you want to make sure that you let these tea bags steep for about 3 minutes each. And now we're going to pour on the frothed Cashew Dream beverage. You're going to want to use that same spoon to hold back the froth when you're pouring on the warmed up Cashew Dream beverage so that you can save the froth to go on last. So I'll start over here. And then I use the spoon to actually scoop on that froth. A tip I have for you guys is you might want to froth your Cashew Dream beverage twice, because sometimes that first go, it's a little too cold, or you can take it out for a bit and let it sit and warm up a bit before you froth it. So this is what your drinks are going to look like when they're done, and this is what I call a peppermint tea latte. Delicious. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like and subscribe below if you want to see more of these videos.